How's it going, everyone? Jiivita here with another Let's Play episode. Like I said on the previous episode, this one's going to be focused on getting shadow orbs into extension, bitter beans, and hopefully snag some Roadrunners all at the same time. We might even be lucky enough to get a Roadrunner feather. Who knows? Not going to hold my breath. Especially since we're going to be going to Beza, Verona, which is a tier 5 planet. Maybe not so great for getting Roadrunners, but there is one particular spot that it's at least my personal favorite for getting shadow orbs. If you're unfamiliar, on Corrosion Worlds, shadow orbs or the dripping fungus will favor pretty much anywhere that's icy, or they like to grow in the icy conditions. And yeah, that kind of boxy thing right up at the compass, that is the location. I was wondering if it was going to rotate on by, but there is a portal that goes directly to there. I don't remember the maze of portals in order to get there using that, but it's not very far from the Portal Seeker hub, so that's probably how we'll get over there. We also needed some shimmering orbs, and yeah, I just decided to go ahead and buy them. I do plenty of farming of these things on my other account. I don't want to do them on this account as well. So each smart stack set me back about 27,000 coin. That's really not bad. I mean, it's more expensive than silver, but not by a whole lot, so I can get much more silver in the same amount of time that it takes me to get shimmering orbs. So yeah, I would rather go get silver. Not to mention, you know, getting silver, you get lots of rock and other things that can be used for crafting experience, or, you know, throw it in the crystal minter to get money. Certainly you can do the same thing with growth. But I did a fair amount of hunting around, and finally, it took quite a while. I ended up using boundlesstrading.net in order to find a reasonable price on some ruby axes, or just gem axes in general. The only reason I want these is because they'll be able to one-shot the resources, and they have decent durability. You could use titanium. They'd probably be a little bit cheaper, but it's less durability, and it's not a guaranteed one shot unless you go to the trouble of forging them or use a strength brew. So yeah, for just gathering surface resources, I would rather not use basically anything. It's not really any brews. A well-fed buff would be kind of nice, but I'm not going to worry about it. So we're just going to head over to Beza, Verona, and get down to business. Let's see here. I always want to go to the right there, but we want to head over here to get to the higher level planets. And oh yeah, before we get too much further, I wanted to move a few points around. This character it's kind of straddling the line between specializing in shovels and axes. Right now I'm slightly more geared for shovels, which just means for continuous digging basically. So for surface resources, we don't really need the energy epic, and we don't really need the energy regeneration epic either. So what we could use is the jump distance epic along with the gathering epic. So that's going to help us navigate a little bit more. We won't have to use grapples quite as much, and in fact I think this character only has copper grapples, so that'll be a little bit painful. But the gathering epic, it's not going to do a huge amount more, but it is going to allow us to be a little bit more productive. Luck and the gathering epic, I don't know if there's like a hard cap somewhere, and if you have both you hit that, but you do get more if you have both, just not like a drastic amount. But still, for only 2 cleanse points, it's kind of like, why not? So let's go ahead and confirm that selection. So now we can jump higher to get around a little bit easier, which is going to be really important considering we only have copper grapples. And yeah, okay. So for some reason, let's see here. There we go. My little hotkey wasn't working for some reason. And let's head over to Beza, Verona. And so yeah, if I remember correctly, it's that thing basically up there by the compass, that big blob of ice, and there's kind of like a little boxy, zigzaggy structure, but it's like somebody is like reserved most of the glacier, but reserved where the shadow orbs actually spawn, or the dripping fungus. So, which very much appreciate, because that's one of my favorite spots, or one of the best spots I've ever really seen for them, period. So it's nice that they didn't destroy it, and they probably intentionally reserved it just to preserve that spot for basically everybody, because, you know, there's nothing stopping. Ooh. So there's some Roadrunners. So we don't have the stealth epic. Oh, it's just a regular one, so it's not going to be a chance for feathers, but we need the adrenal glands, so just basically walk up in his face and start whacking him. Got that one. Let's wait for him to stop moving. There we go. So yeah, since this guy has no sling bow skills, this is basically how I get the Roadrunners, at least on my surface gatherers. Just walk up in their face and hit them with an axe or something. Oh, there's another one. So yeah, it might take a while to get over to that glacier if we play with Roadrunners all the way over there. The nice thing about the glacier, once we get over there, is if there's any Roadrunners there, then they have a really hard time getting away when they're running on ice. So, still heading in the right direction. Ooh, I hear another one. I don't know if Corrosion Worlds favor Roadrunners, but I seem to run into a fair number of them. They're over there, they're kind of, yeah, that one got unhappy. Couldn't really try not to take too much fall damage. Ooh, a little bit. Oh, there he is. Aha! Very nice. See if we can get this other one. There we go. I don't think have we gotten, yeah. No adrenal glands, unfortunately. But, I guess it counts towards the achievement, I suppose. Oh wow, we're almost there already. It's not that far. But yeah, once we get over there, we can check out portal, assuming it's still open, and see what the easy way to get here is. Is there and certainly I could have put a shadow orb in the atlas in order to find this spot. However, I don't have a shadow orb, so there we go. Now we can put one in though. So yeah, look at that. So it's actually cold underneath where it's beaconed. I don't know, maybe somebody has been through recently and farmed, but at least in the surrounding areas there seems to be plenty. There's a little bit further, so there's a really nice flat area. So somebody might have just kind of come through and basically got all the easy resources. But yeah, this is pretty much all there is to it. These mushrooms drop the shadow orbs. They're called dripping fungus, and the little, I think they're at least called star drops at one point. They might be called something different now. But they drop bitter beans, which are also pretty useful for forging. I think they're used for the paste base, and yeah, they're kind of annoying to gather. Except for this one location's not so bad. Is there one over there? Ah, I guess I was just seeing things. Yeah, look at all those mushrooms over there. Ooh, ooh. So let's see here. Is the flat area the... more or less. I think somebody's kind of come through here and gotten at least the ones that would have been over there. Hear that, or maybe there's enough people coming and going that kind of keeps it cleared out. Last time I was here was several weeks ago, and on my other account, the whole area looked pretty pristine. Okay, so there's some. Oh, maybe it looks like the atlas is still in the process of updating. So Oop. Meteor. Let's see here. There's like a walkway here that's beaconed, but most of this looks like it's actually maybe open. So yeah, that's completely wild. I thought this was reserved, or maybe they unplotted it or something. But I guess you could actually use that walkway as kind of like an easy way to scout out your resources. I suppose if you find some high-level hoppers, you could even try for some whatchamajiggers, thermal cores, whatever they're called, hopper trophies. Which, let's see here, what was using the hopper trophies? The vigor catalyst. There's something important that used them. I think it's the vigor catalyst. So we might consider, if you see some high-level hoppers, of beating them up. They should be pretty easy because, you know, a couple of hits and they start rolling around, and they're no big deal to kind of lay down with a hammer or an axe. At least at one point you're talking about like hammers were supposed to be like a better chance of stunning them, which I guess they mean like to roll up in a ball or something. Ooh, there's a Roadrunner. Let's grab this one. It looks like it's just one. That's a stout corrosive. Yeah, we're gonna get a lot of elemental resist, but look at that. He could not get away from us. So very nice. Took quite a few hits, but let's see here. What would be the counter? I guess a topaz axe would be the counter. Corrosion, but I'm not 100% convinced that a topaz axe would one-shot the resources. A titanium axe will almost one-shot them, and they do, is it 900 or 1,000? Somewhere like that. They're not that far behind topaz, and topaz is like 1,100, so they probably would one-shot the resources. I just didn't want to risk it. I mean, they were pretty cheap. They're only like 1,000, at least at the shop that I got them at. Whoa, look at all those Roadrunners. They look like they're all low-level ones. Still, chance for some adrenal glands. Very nice. Oh, they're gaining some momentum. Come back! Don't want to hit the wild stock. Okay, there's one right there. Ooh, it's a stout. Nice. Oh, and I just completely missed him, too. Let's see here. We could maybe circle around, and we didn't leave any corpses behind. Doesn't look like it. We could circle around and try to herd them back towards the ice. Because, yeah, this is not the most ideal terrain for trying to do this. So they don't get unhappy with me too soon. There we go. We can just kind of charge him, and yeah, see, it's pretty hard to get a hit on this terrain, but at least, ooh, is he stuck? Is he stuck? Perfect. I'll take it. We're at least getting adrenal glands. And let's see, what did we... Oh, I think it's the... Oh, the imperfect boon compound, the one that adds 400 boon points, but adds a little bit of defect points at the same time. I think that's the one that needed the adrenal glands. And the shadow orbs, I think that was for the deconstruction resin. That was a nice shot. Oh, missed that one. Oh. Let's see here. There's some creatures over there. There was at least a puddle chunk squawking at us. Probably more cuddle trunks. Like we missed a mushroom over here. Ooh, and a... do I have a totem? Ooh, I do. Star drop. Okay. Oh, I think they used to be called snowdrops. I think that was the former name. Ooh. Mushroom. Let's see here. Is there more over there? I guess we could actually use the atlas for a change. Potentially. Yes, the whole area around me just blots out. These are probably the more difficult ones to get, but I guess depending on how thorough you want to be. Yeah, see, these are just cuddle trunks over here, and they're unhappy with me. I'm not sure, this character probably doesn't have any armor whatsoever. Usually I have a little bit of kinetic armor. Hopefully we can lose these cuddle trunks. We don't even have grapples to help us out here. We just kind of have to run away from them. Take some evasive maneuvers while trying to gather. Like there's somebody over there. Somebody made a home out of the igloo. Blanking on the name there for a moment. Ooh, ooh. Oh, and of course that's guarded by Mr. Grumpy over there. I suppose we could try to use a speed brew to run a little bit faster on this ice, but I really don't think it's going to make much of a difference. If you notice, if you do like a little jump and you land on, I guess, the same elevation that you've been walking on, you sort of get this weird little speed boost. It can kind of help you get up to your slippery running speed. Oh, oh, oh. I'm trying to come to a stop, but... Nice. Okay, so there's the spitter over there. I don't really see any other creatures on the compass. Guess we'll just kind of gather the mushrooms for now. Lots of low-level hoppers. Oh. Oop, missed. There we go. Some star drops up here. Let's see here. I think that's... Oh, there's one. Looks like there's some more over here. Ooh, yeah, but this part is beacon though. A part of... Ooh, that's a interesting building over there. Got like coils or rings or something over there, looks like. Brains of Ore. Interesting. Iconic. Oh, that is beaconed. So evil! There, I wonder... I don't know, I guess I could make like a ramp or something. Not exactly sure why it's beaconed right there. Oh, oh, okay. Hopper, oh, and that's beaconed. No! It's gonna be beaconed. Ooh, that's not beaconed though. I guess we can go over here and continue getting the easy stuff. It's kind of like, whoa, let's get the hard stuff first for no apparent reason. Grab these and head over kind of southwest. Like a decent place to go. Have to be careful with that meteor. So he's only strong, no chance of cores from him. Or is it strong? So here there's... Okay, yeah, it's the mighty and up. Here, that's not dormant. Okay. The one downfall of a stealth build is it's not very effective against meteors, like not at all effective. You have to be really careful with the meteors. Which can be a little bit annoying for the simple fact of, like, if you're gathering surface resources and doing a lot of traveling, you have a tendency to spawn all sorts of meteors. And it never seems to fail. You finally find that field full of, like, the glow caps or something, whatever it is you're after, and then like 3 meteors will fall in that field. So you're like diving through them trying to get the stuff you're actually after without dying at least too many times. You don't really get hardly any experience for doing this, so it's kind of like, so what if you died? But it is a debt that has to be paid eventually, I suppose. So they can help. So you are strong, okay. Yeah, if you're more after hoppers and roadrunners like Norkaina, the tier 6 corrosion world will be a lot better for this, but we're mostly after the surface resources. And particularly this location works quite nicely. We can jump. Let's see here, is this like dead over? Yeah, there's some over here on the edges, but this strip right here is pretty cleared out. Very nice. Look at that stout Roadrunner. So theoretically, if they have buffs on them, they're more likely to give you the good stuff, like feathers, and you know, if you consider glands good, then I suppose maybe, but... Oop, oop, oop. There's one over there. Ooh, and a star drop. Try not to fall into that chasm. I mean, we do have grapples, but just copper, so be a little bit painful trying to get out. Very doable, just probably. Oh, yeah. Figured I was gonna mess that one up. Kind of a long shot. Kinda technically don't necessarily need a loot magnet, but it is nice for that little extra reassurance that you're not leaving anything behind. Can happen on occasion, but usually if you just run over where the plant actually was, you'll 9 times out of 10 pick everything up. Let's see where we can make that one pretty easy. Go. Excuse me, Mr. Cuddle Trunk. You don't really want to shoot me, do you? No! Must get mushroom. And flower. Oof. Very nice. There. Oh, there's a mushroom. Oh, nice. And we lost the cuddle trunk, so. Yeah. Star drop over here. Oh, there's another one. Yeah, but the more buffs, theoretically, the better loot you can get. And at least when the, what do they call them, exotic creatures first came out, the ones with the buffs, basically if you have one with like 3 or so buffs on it, then it'll have loot similar to the same creature but 1 rank higher. So theoretically, if you find like a regular cuddle trunk with a whole bunch of buffs on it, you might be able to get a feather. I've never seen it happen, at least that I've noticed. But you can go out and kill, it feels like 100 Roadrunners and only get, 1 or 2 feathers if you're lucky. So They are quite rare. Probably not really that rare, but RNG usually isn't my friend, so probably just unlucky. There we go. Yeah, look at this. That is just beautiful. Nice and flat, don't have a lot of stuff to jump over. Why I keep gravitating towards the edges where all the slopes and things are, I don't know. But, not that big of a deal to come over here and just kind of clear off the glacier. And certainly if you have a nice enough grapple, you can like just jump, grapple ahead of you, and rocket yourself over there even faster. Kind of makes the ice not quite as annoying. Oh, yeah, I did see a Roadrunner. Slowly work my way over there. He's not going anywhere, at least for the time being. Hehe. Aw, just a bone and gland? I mean, we do need the adrenal glands, so. But yeah, I recently went running all over Norkaina and, like, first time ever left or came home with, what was it? It was either 7 or 8 Roadrunner feathers, but I just about cleared the planet of glow caps, though, so. I don't know how many hours it was. I was just kind of going at a pretty leisurely pace. But probably was at least 3 hours. Could have been 4, but 3 seems a little more reasonable. Looked like there's some sponge back there in that hole. Oh, he's probably gonna shoot something not very nice at me. I think that meteor just failed. Ooh. If we can get, there it is. Yeah, dormant meteor, very nice. See, if you can get like one of the hoppers to blow themselves up or something, then you can, oh crap. Okay, at least we didn't take a massive amount of fall damage. Yeah, you can get the meteors to go dormant. If we grapple too close to that wild stock, he'll get unhappy with us. To mention, I think that spitter's still after. Ooh, yeah. So, little unfortunate, not really that big of a deal. Except we still have to go over there to get the meteor. So now it's like an issue. I've already died once for it, I might as well get it. Look at all of these yummy mushrooms over here. Ooh, there's another active meteor. Looks like it's that one. Do we leave? Yeah. Ooh, is that something on the ground? No, those are... Yeah, I think those are just mushrooms. At any rate, it'll stay there for 5 minutes if there is something on the ground. Over here. What did we get? Oort stone, silver ore. Not bad. Not sure it was worth dying for, but not that big of a deal. And this character does still need some experience. I think he's, what, 40... Yeah, 47. So he's got a little bit further to go, but he's in a pretty usable state. So, not too terribly concerned. Pretty much the only thing he's really missing is the atmospheric protections, like he can't go to every single world without re-speccing. So that's kind of something to fill out, and maybe a little bit of kinetic armor for those few moments that I actually do get hit. Yeah, it's kind of interesting. Sometimes the plants will spawn inside of the igloos. So if you kind of clear everything out, and it's like, oh, there's still a hot spot over there, you know, or a dim spot, I suppose. You check inside the igloos, and it's kind of annoying though. The doors are never big enough for you to actually get through. Sometimes you can kind of peek and see if there's one in there. I can try to get my energy bar filled back up, or hunger bar, whatever you want to call it, so it can regenerate, but then again, I think we're pretty much one-shot material at the moment. Doesn't take much of anything to kill us. Gonna rely on our control to be stealthy and speed to just basically dodge everything. Okay, so here's another meteor. There a hopper handy? Doesn't look like it. I mean, I guess we could probably... Ooh, yeah, look at that. That's stout and has, like, armor health. So... I mean, probably eventually we'd kill him, but I don't think it'd be fast enough. Yeah, let's go over here. Looks like there's all sorts of stuff over here, and it's... Ooh. He from the meteor? Yeah, he is. Didn't realize we got that. Ooh, that was close. That close to him. Ooh, look at all this. Ooh, nice, we actually survived that. And he's half dead. Oh, that's gonna hurt. Luckily we killed him fast enough. Yeah, we could probably go over and force that meteor to fail now. But, you know, it's not really the priority right now. Don't see any Roadrunners. Ooh, nice. Free loot. There, looks like we got, ooh, 3 rough Oort stone? Very nice. Small hopper, not worth messing with. We can try to get more of the stuff on this side of the chasm. Strong, yeah. Yeah, it's tier 5s, just, I guess I forget how much less high-level creatures they have, I guess. Kind of a strange way to say it, but, Oh, yeah, I guess we forgot to check out the portal. Oop. I saw all the shinies and got a little distracted there. Okay, there's another kind of home conversion. Where is the portal? Did it close? Oh, there's one over here. Little shop right here. I wonder how much... Oh, they're not too much more expensive than... I mean, a couple hundred coins more expensive, but do they have a... Yeah, they do. I guess we could go ahead Or so. I got 53 coins left on this character. Oh, wow! When did we get a Roadrunner trophy? That is awesome. Full trip, worth it. So, let's see. Okay, so far, nice. So Topaz, they have even more durability than even the Ruby ones. And if you can find them for the same price, I mean, Topaz are ridiculously easy to find. So there's that. I mean, I could just craft them myself probably. Now that I have a decent amount of coils. The only drawback to Topaz, though, is it's harder to forge for no real apparent reason. They just have lower flexibility, so whereas you can get the maximum 200% effectiveness on Diamond and Emeralds, I believe Sapphire and Rubies are slightly more difficult, or you might still be able to get maximum. I'm not quite sure on that, but then Amethyst and Topaz are just harder for no apparent reason. It's kind of like, and they do less damage. They're faster, but that's about the only thing that's really going for them is the higher durability. They're faster, but then lower damage, and they're harder to forge. It's not like it's impossible or anything, but it does slow you down, makes it a little bit more expensive to forge them. So, but certainly we could just like, you know, throw some longevity gum on there and make a durability Topaz axe or something for surface resources. Whoa. Okay. Oh. I guess because we're underneath the glass, the bomb just, you know, ricocheted around and got to me faster than it should have, because that was like, I heard the shot and then I was dead immediately. But as you can see, really didn't slow me down hardly any at all. Slowing down my experience, but like I said, you get like practically nothing for doing this as far as experience. At least compared to other activities you could be doing. That's even with, they at one point buffed the experience not too terribly long ago, which was nice, but you know, it just needs to be so much more to make it anywhere competitive to other methods for other methods for leveling, I mean to say. Because, yeah, mining is, especially once you start using AoE tools, and I guess that's really the issue of AoE mining or AoE gathering anything is just light years faster than just about anything else you can do. That's a single target at least. Building can actually be some pretty decent experience depending on what you're building with. But certainly, unless you're just like a speed builder or something, or just placing blocks with little regard of what you're actually building, it can be a little bit harder to make that time efficient. There we go. Okay, so where are we at? Is that really there, or is it just neat? Yeah, it needed to update, so. But yeah, we could use that Topaz axe on the elemental creatures. Maybe swap that over. And not get so many resisted. Ooh, there's something in there? Kind of looked like maybe there was, but yeah, it's too hard to tell on the Atlas, at least until we get some more of this stuff cleared out. Oh, wow, look at that. Really? We still are getting elemental. He was such a small spitter. I thought I was relatively safe. Apparently not. Yeah, if they do that power attack, ooh, that's pretty brutal, especially on a character with no armor. Let's see, it looks like there's a corpse over here. Yeah, there's the dead runner. Dead Roadrunner. Trying to get tongue-tied here. And, ooh, nice. We got at least, yeah, 2 adrenal glands. And, yeah, the loot magnet should have looted the other Roadrunner long before we died, so... Yeah, this is almost how I got my first exotic earth yams for making persisting foods for like bomb mining. You know, back when the game was brand new or first released. It was I think I just ran around Serpent Serendi looking for the cactus, and you know the creatures were so hostile, and I didn't have any control or anything for stealth, and so I was literally just like, you know, just went until I either starved or I died. But then I just respawned as like, so, and just kept going. A little bit, I guess, on the miserable side, but once you get over the fact of like, well, you die once, you get a death penalty. It's not, it doesn't stack, so you can only get up to 1 death penalty, basically. It's not like you can accumulate 2 or 3 deaths worth of penalties. Like, ooh, I hit my head. Ooh, I hit my head. Oh, there we go. Oh, nice. 3-star drops. Nice. Ooh, and then there's a Roadrunner. Must get Roadrunner after star drop. Oh. Aw. Oh, we got some volatile blood. Oh, did he fall? Yeah, it looks like he fell in the chasm. That's gonna maybe complicate things. He just like fall right on his head, maybe? Ambush from above! Oh my goodness. There we go. It looks like it's pretty clear over there. Yeah. So, looks like we've gotten pretty much the best out of this area that we're gonna get. I mean, we can kind of scavenge on the edges here. It's a little bit more annoying. Not that big of a deal, but not as convenient as right here in the middle. I guess we can go ahead, call this episode an episode. We're up to 50 minutes. So probably cut some of that down to try to at least, 40 minutes, 30 minutes would be a lot better. But I guess we'll find out once I edit. Looks like there's still some over here, but that's pretty amazing. I did not expect to get even 1 Roadrunner trophy, and we at least got 1. So that's pretty nice. Nurkina would be a little bit better for the Roadrunner trophies, as I talked earlier, but this was fairly productive, I felt. We got nice, look at that, 453 shadow orbs. We don't really need just a whole lot of these things, so that will probably last us a decent amount of time. We only got 13 adrenal glands, but maybe it might be like 18 for a mass craft, so maybe with what we have at home, we'll almost have a mass craft for... Ooh, yeah, and if it takes... That's for the compound that we need the adrenal glands for. That's going to be a little bit rough. We'll probably do the other one. I mean, the other one uses shimmering orbs, which is kind of annoying too, but you can farm shimmering orbs a lot faster than you can adrenal glands. So, or at least, you know, with the methods that I'm aware of, there might be some secret that I have yet to discover for Roadrunner drops, but anyway, enough rambling. This was Jiivita. Thanks for watching. If you liked this video, be sure to hit that like button, subscribe if you want to see more like this, and if there's anything you didn't like, please let me know down below. Also, if you like my channel and want to get cool perks, check out my Patreon page. Until next time, peace.